Hi, I'm Domme, and in this video I'm going to show you why you definitely need the new Micro Marsh IRs from dNight Audio. In case you don't know what those Micro Marsh IRs are, well, they are impulse responses from this speaker. Little disclaimer, I'm a dNight Audio artist. I get the IR packs for free and I'm even doing beta testing, so Sebastian gets my feedback before he releases new IR packs. However, I don't get any money out of this, although occasionally I get a sprite when we meet. Well, in this video, all thoughts and opinions are my own. So the new IR pack from dNight Audio is an impulse response collection of the little speaker that is built in the Marshall MS2. However, he used an MS4, but those are basically the same speakers, just two of them. And since it's a producer's pack, you get the raw sounds without any EQ on them, and you get lots of different impulses. He also delivers two different lengths. You get 40 milliseconds and 500 milliseconds. Normally 500 milliseconds should work everywhere. However, some digital units prefer 40 milliseconds and 500 won't work, but he got you covered as well. dNight Audio made impulse responses with every microphone they own, which are 15 in total when you include the fretment technique. And with each microphone you get up to 15 different positions, which is a lot. So when we look at the Micro Marsh folder, you can see that first of all you can select between 40 and 500 milliseconds. We will of course select 500 milliseconds. And then you can choose the resolution. We use 44.1. And here are all the different microphones. And well, let's just go to the Shure SM57. And here you can see all the different positions. You have different distances from the speaker, and for each distance you have 3 positions, just 3 because the speaker is so small. So now let's head actually over to how they sound and why you should use them. My single chain is quite simple. I use my Ionis CTO7 as a guitar. This goes directly into the interface, and here I've loaded 4 plugins. For my main distortion, I use the Bogren Digital Amp Knob BDH3 with the IR deactivated. Then I have another amp that is currently bypassed for a more cleanish sound. Then we go into STL Tones Nadir. It's, well, an IR loader because we have to load those IRs. And then I've also enabled, well, currently disabled, the Valhalla Supermassive for some ambient sound. So, as our reference, we use the Bright Standard IR from dNight Audio's Holy Grail Musicians Pack, and together with the BDH3, this is the sound. And this will be my reference tone when we switch back and forth. So let's actually start with the SM57 dead center direct in front of the speaker, and this is the sound. Sounds rather not good, but hear me out. Because I told you everyone needs it. And why does everyone need it? Well, it's instant lo-fi sound. Because you just have to switch the IR and you get this nice lo-fi. That works wonderfully well for intros, bridges, interludes, outros, or even as some additional layers when you layer different guitar tones. Because those IRs basically don't have any bass and they won't interfere with any heavy guitars that are basically the rhythm foundation. So let's actually go through a couple of those IRs so you get an idea on how they sound. Let's actually use the farthest way with the out setting. can also switch the microphones. Let's actually use the D112. I think it's a kick drum microphone. And as you could already hear, you get lots of different lo-fi options that you could tweak further with EQ. I'm not doing this here, but I just think it sounds awesome, and awesome in an interesting way. Let's actually engage some Valhalla Supermassive, just the Supi 8 note. Just change the microphone once more. Let's go with the MD421. Oh, well, tube out and switched over to the neck pickup, and you get this. And just for referencing, huge difference. Well, of course. Let's use the T-Bone. I think this is a tube microphone. Let's use this one. Reference. Now let's actually switch amps. From the amp knob we're going to the Black Rooster Audio Cypress TT15. This is a total sleeper VST amp, if you ask me, because it works well as a dirty, clean sound. And I actually use it quite a lot. So, first of all, our reference. And now, lo-fi. Let's use, well, the Audix D2, and let's go with this. Reference. I don't know about you, but I think it sounds so atmospheric and so interesting. I think interesting is the best way how to describe those IRs. And to be quite honest with you, Sebastian told me, well, I'm doing IRs with the with the MS4. I said, well, okay, I guess. But then I heard them and then I spent some time with them, and then I realized the endless potential that you have with those IRs. Instant lo-fi goodness. Apart from that, I have one additional trick for you. However, therefore we have to switch amps once again. And let me explain. You can not only use them standalone, but you can also blend them with existing good sounding IRs. But you have to keep in mind that most of those IR loaders, when they load two IRs, they do some kind of volume compensation, and this doesn't really work with the Micro Marsh IRs because they have no low end and therefore they are quieter. So when you blend them within the IR loader, you get a volume drop. You can compensate by boosting the output for about 6 dB, I think. Or what you can also do, you can just run another track with just the Micro Marsh IR, and then you can blend this into taste. We're doing this differently. We have our reference sound with the bright, and now let's actually deactivate Valhalla. I'm intentionally searching for a darker sound with the Micro Marsh, and I think this one should give me one. Okay, reference sound. Now I try to blend it in, and as you can hear, the volume will shift. And this one example is just a bonus trick, but it again opens up endless possibilities. You can blend in some really disgusting mids, some harshness, some goodness, some low end, some high end, some lo-fi, whatever you want in your existing IRs. Well, and that's it about my review or presentation of the Micro Marsh IRs from D-Night Audio. If you're interested, check out their website. I leave a link down below in the comment section, and I also have a nice code for you there where you can save some money, and that's always good. Please use the comment section to let me know what you think of those IRs and what you think of lo-fi sound in general, because I think it's awesome. And if you want to support this channel, you might want to consider becoming a YouTube member, or you want to check out the links in the description below. And with this being said, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. May the power protect you, and have a nice day.